everybody. It's Eugenia from Art Meltemis Atelier, and today we're going to be making a seascape. The other day we went to the beach with my kids and my husband, and it was we actually turned up to taking the wrong turn and we end up instead of going to a swimming beach, we end up going to a surfing beach here in Australia. That was really funny because as we walked into the car park, people were looking at us like weird. We didn't know why, but soon we found out that it wasn't. We were looking like very weird, completely out of place. That's fine. So, but I took some really nice photos, and I have attached the ocean photo that I took, and I'm using it as a reference today at the description. And then I thought to put some seagulls that I took a shot later on when we went to the swimming beach, like about an hour later, driving. And I added those seagulls from the other beach, and I thought to put a little boat here, so that came out from elsewhere, so I don't even know where I found that photo. So I'm gonna start with my paints. Today I'm gonna be using my Daniel Smith collection. This is the set of 24, and this is I've got the primaries and the Primatex, and so I'm going to be using all of bits and pieces from here and there, basically for the blues. I've got my 2 jars of clean water. I've got something new today. I've got a hake brush. It is for washing, and it's very soft, holds lots of water. It is made from goat's hair, really soft, thickly. And I'm going to be using this one. It's actually the first time I'm going to be using it. I've got a couple others. I've got a mop here. I've got this dagger, and I've got a couple of fan brushes. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using them. This one is kind of ruined a little bit. So yeah, we'll see what we're going to be using. And also I've got handy my flat size 20 brush. So I've got them all here stacked up. My 2 jars of clean water. I have masked my paper on a board, and I've masked also the sails of the boat with masking tape, and then at the edges I have put some masking fluid, so when I put the washes, if they're very heavy, they won't go underneath, because normally that's what happens to me. And I put masking on the seagulls and at the waves here and there, and I feel that we are ready now to start. By the way, the sketch, I have attached it also at the description below, so you can download it and print it, and you can start painting with me. So first thing to do is to wet up our paper. So we'll try to be very loose today. That's my kind of aim. So we'll see how we go. The paper, sorry, I forgot to mention, it is just the A3 Canson the XL paper. So I'm not using professional grade today. I'm using just a student grade paper. The reason why, I don't know, I haven't painted for a long time like big paintings like this, and I don't feel very confident, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, I feel like a little bit like I was at the on that beach, the surfing beach. We totally look like the flies in the milk, like four flies in the milk we were. Very funny. Okay, so I think I have put a lot of water here. I cannot complain. Haven't missed any spot. And I should start preparing. Let's prepare some. Let's see which brush I'm gonna grab now. Yeah, I'm just kind of, my hand goes into the, for this one, the flat, and let's get a little bit yellow. I believe it is. I haven't written the with fellow here. Yeah, it is hard to get my brush into this little the little pans. Yeah, maybe I should be using a smaller brush to get the paints out of the pens, put them on my palette. Let's get different blues in there. Any turquoise there? I haven't used this this out of the 24, so I'm not sure. Can't see any turquoise. What's this one though? Yeah, that's a turquoise. Okay, I think I have quite a few colors here, and probably now I should start applying some. Oh yeah, we'll have complete big trouble, I can tell, because my paper has buckled and my sky is gonna be all weird. Okay, from a calm sky I'm gonna have to change it into a stormy or cloudy sky. Not very relaxed as I thought. Okay, this Hake brush is releasing her everywhere. That's it's not good. I'm trying to catch them because if they dry on the paper, I have no chance to get them out. Okay. I'm gonna need to get a little bit paper and interfere into the sky a little bit because we have lots of puddles. As we said, we'll probably change them into clouds because my paper has buckled so much. So yeah, when things happen like that, you just have to change things around sometimes. Yeah, well, now I would like to put a little bit purple. Let's make a little bit purple. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to go back again. Interfere some joints. Let me start here the corner. This one too. Yes, some of those clouds are very interesting. I would say I shouldn't touch them anymore in this area here. I like them pretty much. And yeah, actually, it's I like this kind of clouds. Okay, so next that I would like to do is in the sea. Too many wavy paper, too much wavy paper here. I don't think it's gonna turn out as I would like to. I'm missing the tape that the gummed tape. So I can't start. I should be stretched. I should have stretched this paper, but I don't have a gummed tape. So I need to get that one, and then I shouldn't be having any issues with backlink. And then I will show you too how to stretch the paper. Okay, and let's get some decors going for in the water, especially closer to us. Now it shows that I can kind of lost my drawing, but that's okay because it is all. I've got a photo. I've got the photo actually that I took for you guys. Obviously, I've got the reference photo. I've got it right now on my iPad. I've got the boat on. I've forgotten that I have the actual. Okay. Another little tip is that when you're getting new brushes of Hyquans, they're always releasing hair, so you need to give them a good wash, which I did, but obviously not good enough. And now I have put quite a bit of pigment. I'm not sure if I want to put any more. The other thing that I want to do now is I'm gonna go in and just take a little bit pigment. I better go back to my reference because there's some really nice lines. And okay, there we are. So here, here, just to preserve some whites, or maybe not completely whites, but Definitely I am not going to try, I'm not gonna try to copy the colors of my painting, oh sorry, of my reference. And the reason is they're too dull. So and now I just got this brush here, the dagger. It's from loose strokes. Now maybe my sky is not as straight as it was before. My horizon, sorry, not the sky, the horizon. But if we lose it at some spots, we can always, oh, can always put something in the far distance, like as just something like mountains. Maybe it's not the right time now. I should let it dry and then try to add something different. I'm trying not to leave my brushes in the water. This is a big one, it's carrying a lot of pigment, so better. Okay. Now we have to be careful that because the paper is buckled, it is not gonna do little pulls here and there. I would like though in the meantime to put some sea salt to add a little bit of texture. I'm not sure if it's gonna help a lot, but we'll see what it's gonna do. I did try the other day on another painting and it didn't give me a lot of texture. But let's see. I think it is already something going on. So our waters are rough right now and we want quite a bit of texture, so we're probably going to put some salt at the rocks too, but I will wait for that. First we will see what happens with well, maybe I could work actually at the rocks, or some of them at least. Okay, I'll try to clean up a little bit the horizon. some salt fell there too. Has fallen. My English, my grammar. Sorry, I'm trying. I mean, I do know the grammar, but when I speak, I kind of forget the rules. And then when I hear myself, I said, "Oh, what did I say that? That's completely wrong." Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully, I will improve my English too. So, and at this point, we'll let it dry naturally, and before we get to the next stage, I think. Let me see the. Probably I could work a little bit in these areas here too. Maybe I will do that actually, because after I'm gonna have to wait again to dry. There's no point waiting twice to dry. And okay, I can't see all of them here. I'm gonna have to revisit the actual. You know, this looks like a hair, but it's a pencil line. No, I'm just coming a little bit paranoid, and I think I see her from a hike brush everywhere. So let's see now which colors we're gonna use. Oh, I would say I will get some. Color this one. Am I looking at the right chart? Probably I don't, huh? Or maybe I mixed them up. I'm not sure what I've done. Anyway, it looks kind of dark brown. Brown. Oh, this is black. Which it will be handy for some. Okay, one black. Definitely, I will use. And then maybe to begin with, I should go for some of this brown here. It looks like a sienna, burnt sienna. I'm not sure. Yeah, it totally looks like a burnt sienna to me. Maybe I put some blue Persian. And come on, this set doesn't have any. Probably have to get. Oh, that's a bit too strong. That's what happens when I haven't swatched them. But if I'm, yeah, okay, it's kind of brown. Actually, it's not bad. It's mixing really nice, actually. Oh, nice, it spreads. The only issue is that it's more grainy than reddish. Okay, I'll try some turquoise then. Or maybe I should wait to... Maybe I should wait to dry, because it looks like that it's getting muddy with my turquoise. So I will wait to dry, and then I will add some turquoise there. In the meantime, what else can I put a bit dark? Dark in a few areas here and there. Okay, I just have to be honest and tell you that these half pens, when you make big paintings, they are totally a pain. Oh, there we go. I'm making some really low situation there. Oh no, it went in the sky! My sky! Okay. Maybe it's not such a bad thing, but it's gone everywhere. Quick, quick, quick. Before they're drying. Now I'm going to create blooms. Well, I didn't think that's going to go everywhere. Okay, it wasn't that bad actually, because I acted very, very fast and just remove the splatters in the sky. I don't want splatters in the high sky. Now a little bit red there, I don't mind. Like a bit pink. Oh, we already have done it from before. It's actually really nice. And I will add some more. I'm cheeky. Okay. And now, because we have now all of this here from our buckled paper, we better move some of these bundles. Maybe not all of it, because I tend to put more salt. Let's see what happens. So I put the rock salt. It's nice and thick. It would give us, I don't know, different textures, I suppose, than the thin one. Okay, then I think that's enough. And now I will put also a little bit thin one. I'll make it very salty after all. This painting is going to be very, very salty. Well preserved, like I don't know, sardines. I'm only joking. Okay, that's it. We can't do anything else right now. We have to wait for our painting to dry, and we'll come back and see what has been created from all of these big experiments. Okay, good luck painting. We'll see you soon, and for you probably will be maybe a second or two, and I'll be back soon. So good morning now for me. For you it was just only a couple of seconds. I'll let it dry overnight, and I'll remove all the salt, and now we have some beautiful textures going on the rocks and at the sea area. I'm pretty happy with the sky, the way it's coming up. I won't touch it for now, and I will start working again on the sea and on the rocks. So because I struggled with the taking color out of the pens, I got some color out of the tubes, and I decided to start working with that. Now this looks a little bit too strong. We will try to water it down. Still there is some salt here and there. This will make it, we'll see what's gonna happen. I think I put too much salt. I make it too salty, this water. Let's see. Okay, so I am back before it actually dried up. I changed my mind. So what I thought I'll do now, I will start working a little bit on the rocks while it's wet, and I'm using colors from my chips. I'm a little bit disappointed actually with this Paul Rubin one. I received it and it's actually squashed like that. And it's not the only one. It is quite a few of them like this. Yeah, I've never used them before, but there are 3 of them that it is squashed heavily. Yeah, and other ones kind of. Anyway, I got them on a discounted price at from AliExpress on the 11/11 sale, and was really good price, so I can't complain too much. Anyway, they're doing good job though here, as I've noticed that I tried to delete it here. So I just got a plastic card, and this was actually from a telephone chip card. You know, the chips for the telephones are just coming in those plastic cards. I don't know how long I had it in my kit here, because yeah, this is many years. And so I just cut it in different sizes. I've got a really thin one, I've got a thicker one, more thick, some different shapes. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use them. This one is interesting, has an edge here. So yeah, you can cut them in all different sort of shapes that you want to. That will be handy for your painting. And the beauty with this technique is that it gives you sharp edges, really strong color, because it's coming straight from the tube, and yeah, it's really interesting textures. Now, because I am painting that way, I can still leave my my salts in there, and I can still work, can still do the job that they're meant to do, creating textures. And I'm creating more textures with this kind of painting now. I kind of have forgotten my my reference. I probably should have gone back to it. You know, sometimes we just start working and then we're getting excited or forget to look our reference, but it doesn't really matter because it's rocks. It wouldn't be that fantastic if it was a portrait. Imagine just forgetting looking reference for a portrait. I wonder what would have come. Yeah, it would be very intuitive, you were saying. Yeah, that's okay. Why not? Yeah, sometimes we just need to have fun. It doesn't have to be exactly what it's meant to be, as long as we like it. You don't do the portraits though. This is not an advice for portraits, this is advice for rocks, seascapes, and yeah, things like that. Well, at this point I might have to stretch to a little bit wider yeah, this one didn't get any paint on. Okay, make sure that there is paint on. And make sure that it's watery enough. To create some interesting situations here in our rocks. So as you can tell, in one painting there's lots of going on sometimes. It could be lots of different techniques, and sometimes it's not how expensive our brush is, it will not give us the results that we want. For the moment, I don't think any brush would give me this kind of results that I'm getting from the credit plastic cards on the credit card. It could be a store card from, you know, when you get gift cards, or it could be a credit card. But if you bring it to a studio with students, or if you bring those little tools, or if you're doing recording, don't use credit cards. Even if they're old, they still have car information of yours. Yeah, keep all the gift cards and the store cards, just anything that is kind of stiff and plastic. Probably come up with some other ideas too. If you do, let me know. I was watching what's his name, Alvaro Castañet. Yes, one of his painting sessions, and he looked around. He didn't know how to do the mark making. He didn't have obviously handy any of his sharp tools. He just grabbed his keys. He done his marks. So you just have to be inventive and just use anything around that can offer us this the marks that we want to. Now, don't forget, this is kind of this is not so much as watercolor techniques. It's more like from other mediums have jumped into the watercolor. Probably acrylic and oil painters using this kind of mark making, and the watercolorists. Watercolors are a little more gentle, I have to admit, because the medium is so delicate. Yeah, but we found a way to be a little bit not so. Wow, I've made a good mess here. These rocks are very interesting. Okay. What else could I put to make them three-dimensional? Because for the moment they are 2D. Maybe I should wait a little bit to dry, not a lot, still to be a bit wet. Okay, till I work out my next color that I will put. I would think that I probably put an ochre. Okay, let me have a look and I'll be back in a second. Okay, it didn't take me too long. I just got a couple, I just got an orange, a cadmium light orange, and got some okra, yellow okra, and you were saying red okra, but I think it's something like burnt sienna. It's a reddish brown. So I will start applying those three colors amongst my indigo that I put. It's very regular, these marks, and that's what, oops, we want them. Okay, I'm gonna probably have to fast forward a little bit this point, because I'm doing repeatedly the same thing. So here it is. It is not dry yet, but this area is wet, but that area is dry. So I removed the masking from wherever it was dried up, and now I feel I can start working a little bit in this area without touching here. And as you can tell, I haven't removed the masking wherever it's still wet. Now as I was removing my the masking from the seagulls, my hands were a little bit dirty from the very pigmented wet paint, and I've made a few yeah, dated in a couple of spots, and by the looks of it, it is very staining this color, so it doesn't want to lift. So I have ended up with a grainy patch on my sky. So we'll see what I'm gonna do there. I might have to add a little bit something to neutralize it. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna start working a little bit on the sea. My clouds, my waves have preserved pretty good, and I like the way they're moving. But I think they need a little bit help with how they form. Obviously, I'll try to keep my wherever it's the froth, we need to keep it completely white. But wherever it like the wave is, it's got that the move, we need to give that the action somehow a little bit. We don't need to do a lot with the waves. Just a few lines to indicate the action. I'm doing these lines. It's all is. I would say dry on dry. It's from my dry paint on my palette. And then I'm wetting my brush as once I put the paint on the paper, then I'm going in with a little bit wet brush to move it. You need to be fast because it dries up and it doesn't reactivate this one. Well, I haven't used this pencil at all. It's the first time I'm using them. So I was expecting or hoping that they're gonna reactivate fast like the Phoenix, but they don't reactivate that fast. Well, they're different quality. These ones are professional quality, so can't really compare them, but they're not reactivating that easy. So when you put dry on dry and you want to work out again, you need to be really fast. Just have a look at the reference photo to see how the waves are coming, and some waves are coming this way and some of them are coming this way, only because it's the way that the bay is and the rocks are formed. So at this particular photo, there are a couple of actions happening on the waves. They're not on one side, the move, because that way a little bit. That's why I like that photo a lot, because it has all of these different actions and makes it more interesting compositional. maybe I will get my humming. Where is that? No, it's not this one. Where's my hummingbird? There it is. My hummingbird brush. It is not called hummingbird. I'm saying it every single time. I'm calling them hummingbird brush only because it has a long point, and the hummingbirds have long beak. But you know, if you go to a shop and ask for a hummingbird brush, they will look at you a little bit weird. Please don't repeat it. Um, but yes, they're doing some really nice, fun lines, which I love it. And I think they're perfect for my waves. And then I have my clean brush here, just to soften the ends of my lines. Well, now I'm using the indigo from Paul Rubens to create those lines. So we need something a little bit darker than what we used before. Might have to get up to get them the action that I want. And to see better what I'm doing. Because sitting down, yeah, the light from the top is gleaming on the wet page, and it's a little bit tricky. So the best way is to get up and see what I'm doing. And also because I'm moving my hand, I'm not moving my hand, I'm moving my arm as I'm doing these lines, these strokes, then I can do them easily if I'm standing. I really like this indigo actually. For the moment the Payne's Grays was my favorite, but now the indigo I think is gonna, it might take its the indigo might take the spot. In my preference. Okay, now I think I shouldn't do too many lines, and I start otherwise it's gonna start looking very striking. Maybe I should soften some before they dry up completely, or if it looks a little bit too much. Yeah, some really nice situations have happened here on my. I might put a little bit dark underneath the waves, wherever it starts the wave to lift up a little bit. Not a great deal. Okay, I will say that I shouldn't be doing any more for the moment at the sea. Probably that's what I should just let it rest and see how everything will be um, working after all together. We might have to do some splatters here and there, and all for the moment looks pretty messy, and there's lots of movement. Yeah, I kind of like it. Okay, we'll see. We might go back to that, and now we'll work a little bit on the boat and on the seagulls, and then in the meantime, my rocks should be dried up too. The only thing I want to still to do is to do some splatters because there is a lot of waves going on, and that would be weird if there was no splatters anyway. So here we've got a nice it's just a titanium white for Paul Rubens, but it's very opaque because I already tried it a little bit. So There are all these splatters. I think I'm gonna use the toothbrush, but I need to find it first. I'm gonna just pause it for a second. Yeah, it didn't take me long actually to find the toothbrush. I found this one was from my kids when they were still young, and I kept it. I think I put a bit too much. Let's hope that's not gonna be that so much when it dries up. So I think I'm not sure if I should attempt to take off the masking. Okay, up to now we're doing well. Because here it's a bit wet, so I'm not sure. I hope that I'm not gonna damage the paper. When there's so many washes, it is a bit hard to avoid some leakages. Okay, not as bad as this from this side. Maybe I should remove these big splatters from here. Yep. And then I'll do the top one. Okay, this one, let's see now if okay, it's coming out. Maybe I rust it a little bit. Well, there's always a little bit of leakages. That's fine. A little bit of wash will resolve this issue. So that's it for today. I think I thought it's gonna be a more simple project, but it took a bit longer than what I thought. I'm pretty happy with the result. I haven't tried this scale of painting for a little while, so I was a little bit nervous, but I'm glad how it came. It turned up, and also we used lots of different techniques, which I'm excited. It's good practice for me too. So if you enjoy this tutorial, please don't forget to like the video, and please subscribe, so we'll be in touch with future videos. Thank you very much for watching me, and we'll see you soon on my next video. Till then, be happy, keep safe, and keep painting. Bye for now.